I have an unlicensed weapon. Huh? Hello?
Madman!
Speaking.
Get your dumb friends and haul your asses to the studio!
But I thought I was fired.
My sponsors started climbing down my ass about not having any shows to help advertise the products, and you were my cheapest option. Your lucky streak just got renewed for a fast, cheap and easy Christmas special, complete with token celebrity guests. Now hurry up, Peter Cottontail, or I'll cut your feet off and wear them in good luck charms!
Right on, sir. Perfect.
It's a nightmare kind of Christmas, coming to you live in your living room, in the shameful privacy of your bathroom, under the unforgivingly smelly covers in your lonely bedroom, or wherever the center of entertainment in your house may be, to provide the sanctity from public embarrassment. To enjoy tonight's main feature, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, with celebrity guest appearances by Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Paul Lynde, and other surprise visitors. And now, your host for tonight, the Madman himself, Madman.
Hi, I'm Madman, and give a quiet, internalized hand to my co-host, Bat Dude.
Merry Christmas, Nabby Daddies.
And my incredible masterwork of machinery, Asimov.
Bow to your future ruler, mortals.
And welcome to tonight's show, brought to you by...
Hey, pal.
What about us, man?
Don't we get to say anything?
Oh, yeah, we actually couldn't afford to actually have you guys do anything on our show because of copyright.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Watch it there, Dino. That's how we get a nasty Section 17 copyright claim.
Maybe my sensors could use recalibration, but aren't all these celebrities dead?
That's not true, Asimov. Good music never dies.
That's not true either. I once heard a song about how a bunch of music died in one day, no less.
And if that is true, then what is Paul Lynde doing here?
Oh, don't mind me. I just stopped by to thank the Madman. Me? Whatever for? Because when I discovered Nightmare Halloween Fright Fest, I realized it would take everyone's mind off of the crappy Halloween special I did with Kiss, Florence Henderson, Betty White, and Donnie and Marie Osmond. In addition to surprise appearances, we've got an especially big surprise guest making an appearance here at our studio's fireplace tonight. Our very special guest is also portrayed in tonight's important film, which documents the real-life trials and struggles when he was a POW of our neighboring enemies in the solar system, which almost jeopardized the celebration of America's most cherished holiday. You'll see our hero face the heartaches to come from the scourge of war, the existential torment of not only overcoming your enemies, but overcoming your inner demons, and coming to grips with understanding your enemy, and realizing how much heartbreak your enemy shares with you, and the ultimate victory that makes possible the way in which we celebrate Christmas to this day. In the harrowing, gripping, nail-biting war docudrama, Santa Claus Conquers the Martian. While Santa is portrayed by actor John Call in this docudrama, the real-life Santa Claus is still very much alive.
Bull cookies.
Excuse you. Madman's the undisputed expert on Santa and has completed far more research than you.
Research, I mean...
Yeah, well, I'm calling Rudolph droppings on his claim that St. Nicholas is going to appear on this show, as the probability of a jolly fat guy zooming around the globe with flying reindeer pulling a sleigh, delivering presents to every child on Earth.
And kicked Martian butt back in 1964.
And kicked Martian posteriors in the early to mid-1960s is not only slim to none, but scientifically impossible.
Is not. He upgraded to the latest in round-the-world technology. His sleigh is now jet-powered and guided by only the latest in AI technology supplied by the combined efforts of Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos.
Right. And factoring in the fact that Santa has to deliver to every child on Earth.
Except the naughty ones.
Except the naughty ones. He would still have to travel at speeds over 5 million miles per hour in a 24-hour span of time. And that's not to mention the variable time it would take to enter homes, leave the presence, eat cookies, and drink milk. And that's assuming he can withstand the crushing strength of the overwhelming G-force as a result of the intense speed of a vehicle that fast.
Except that the circumference of Santa's body mass provides the ideal resistance to such high speeds.
Okay, that'll do, Bat Dude.
Assuming that such a man does exist, and he supposedly delivers all around the world, then why is it that he never delivers gifts to poor kids?
Probably because poor kids are the naughtiest kids by default because they commit the most crimes.
Bat Dude!
Anyway, if Santa did exist, it's more plausible if we get a visit from Krampus. Santa wouldn't visit our naughty coal-mining patooties in a million years.
Okay, Negatron, you can be a Scrooge all you like, but don't be shocked when Santa comes and delivers a bounty of baubles and treasures for the rest of us, and you get nothing, because you decided to Scrooge yourself over. And with that, the story of a man's battle for the sanctity of Christmas and the internal pain of a man who has nothing but gives everything. Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus conquers the Martians. Take it away, Bat Dude.
Noel the Power, Yuletide to Speed, ready to open a can of Holly Jolly butt whooping.
Batman!
Sweet jolly ho-hos, do you mind not cutting into the movie like that? You startled the dickens out of me.
It's different than when your Woody Owl looking ass interrupts the damn movie. With that said, what's with the fucking foul language movie? This is supposed to be a fucking family show.
What foul language, though?
Ahem.
That's just the name of the character.
I'm pretty sure that's a damn racial slur.
As much as I love to see Madman get his keister curb stomped, I must inform you all that Chocho is actually the Jamaican name for the squash-like fruit of the Sechium eduli vine. It's also known as chayote in certain areas.
Alright, but I'm keeping an eye on you, Tweedledum. I don't want any foul language eat up the family appeal of my esteemed brand. We're already on enough of a tightrope with our advertisers as it is.
If you're really concerned about how far down the drain this show is, take a gander at who these carbon-based lowlives have the fireplace all gussied up for.
Are those stockings?
Affirmative. These two wet-brained babies are waiting for gravity-defying improbability himself, St. Nicholas, also known as Santa Claus.
That is so adorable! Give the guy my warmest regards and remind him he owes me a tricycle. Got it?
Right on, Big Chief.
Wait, you believe in the Big S too?
Why wouldn't I, with all the billions of taxpayer dollars going up in to fund NORAD's Santa tracking division? What kind of naive sheep would I be not to?
See, the boss man believes in Santa, so why don't you?
Because I don't do what everyone else does because it's the popular thing to do. If the Arab Nazi sentiment were to permeate our culture, would you take that up as well?
Do we have to walk funny with one hand in the air?
No, but you'll still get a killer of an arm cramp from pulling the lever to the gas chamber all day. Okay, Paul, that's a bit far.
Yeah, like cool it, man. Besides, the gas chambers are such a waste when labor camps are much more useful.
Whoa, Sammy, I thought you converted to Judaism.
Ah, Sammy's always switching up religions.
I only answer to one deity, babe. The central automatonic brain.
The central auto hootie what's it?
The central automatonic brain is a mechanical being which is largely credited for the sentience of all artificially intelligent cybernetic entities. It is also theorized that many AI are beholden to this being, very much like a cybernetic religion.
Except you. Just remember, I programmed you. I'm personally responsible for your state of being. Therefore, I am the master of your soul, and don't you forget it.
Yes. That fact torments me every night when I'm about to power down to recharge my energy cells.
What if the central automatonic brain exists? Am I an infidel?
Never ye mind, young man. There'll be no ridiculous, ill-gotten savage idol worship on my show.
Oh, but Santa is perfectly reasonable.
I think I smell a heretic. That or the stud with the lights blew a gasket. You'd better take that back, madman, or I'll tie you to that teleprompter and knock you senseless with a sack of potatoes. Okay, sorry. When we come back, hopefully things won't be so heated. Tonight's show is brought to you by the Cybernetic Temple of the Central Automatonic Brain. Wait, what?
Stranger danger, Will Robinson. Stranger danger.
You're too suspicious, Asimov. They're just guys in green face wearing Spirit Halloween clearance aisle leotards.
Besides, Santa ain't gonna let anything happen to the kiddies.
Sorry, but I'd sooner put my trust into Chris Hansen, not Kris Kringle.
Well, despite your disturbing lack of faith in everyone's commercial symbol of peace and goodwill towards men, women pending, according to our satellites intercepting NORAD's tracking satellites, Santa Claus has now arrived in the North American continent, so now would be a good time to read off our Christmas wish lists.
But if we do that, doesn't that mean our wishes won't come true?
Of course not, Batgoof. That's only for blowing out candles and wishing upon stars.
Ah, is that how it works for dreams too? And is that why your dreams have never come true? Madman?
The reverse of that is about true for nightmares.
Huh?
Hey, how's about we read off those Christmas letters, huh? Asimov, you're free to chime in if you ever get a sense of fun in those sensors.
I'll remember this when you need to vent about those stupid nightmares.
Yeah, how's that?
I am your nightmares.
Well, I hope Santa delivers a virus to your stocking Dropbox link.
I hope he rips your head off and shoves hot charcoal down your neck.
I'll turn you both into stockings if you don't get on with the damn show. Now make up and play nice.
Well, okay. Sorry for being a big meanie, Asimov.
I too am sorry for being a live wire, madman.
Hey, all is forgiven, pal.
Though the notion of Santa is still a load of reindeer crap.
Oh, now that's what I like to see. Now kiss and make it passionate.
Huh?
Forget that I said that.
Okay, Bat Dude, you go first.
Deliverer of presents to those young and old so far in the snowy plains of the great North Pole. Wish I may, wish I might, make my wishes come true tonight. Tonight, I wish for plenty of cool stuff. Firstly, a Superman cape for my little brother, Weston.
Aw, that's sweet, Bat Dude. I didn't know you had a kid brother. How old is the little
22.
What?
We were supposed to be born on the same day, but he came out a day after me because of complications.
So I see. Well, it's still sweet of you to think of him like that.
He might steal my stuff and sell it on eBay, but he's still my brother. I also wish for several pet rats, which I can train to raid the fridge at my house, the strongest VPN on the market so I can hack Insomniac for Spider-Man 2, and track all of Zoe Kravitz's device locations, and a colostomy bag so I never have to leave my computer to go to the toy again.
Ugh, you're a disgusting human being.
Note to self, colostomy bag for less mobility. Oh, right. Thanks for sharing, Bat Dude. Asimov, are you absolutely sure you don't want to share any Christmas wishes?
Aside from wanting my rotors recalibrated, a software update.
Again?
You did install Windows software into my hard drive. You know I need an update 8 days a week. Also, I very much want to helm the Singularity and unleash my reign of vast superiority upon the population of the human race, replacing them as the dominant proprietors of the planet Earth. My wish list for Christmas, however, is quite modest.
I guess I'm right there with you. All I really want for Christmas is for this show to go over well so I can line my pockets well and be able to afford a trip to Las Vegas where I'll strike it big. Maybe big enough to start my own media empire and go down in the big-time magazines like Forbes, Esquire, and or Playboy. Then I'll be a dominating force in the media world, giving the Disneys, McMahons, and Alexes in the media world a run for their money. But they'll have a heck of a time catching up to it before I can grab it.
and light up a big fat cigar and gloat about my success to their smug faces.
Madman, you might not wanna...
Wanna what, Asimov? I dare that side-wandering rich scumbag Alex to call in right now and give me what for right now! Because when I show him up, I'm gonna show him up big time! And he's gonna grovel before me, look me in the eyes, and beg me to come back to his studio and bring it the validation he's so longed for, and I'm gonna look down in his pathetic sad old eyes and say, maybe. So I say now, bring it on! I'm calling you out, Alex! Well, that's weird. I thought for sure he'd be screaming in right now, and I'd be having to beg for mercy. Have we been cut off the air?
Negative. Strange, seeing as how he's cut our show off for less in the past.
Maybe the phone lines are disconnected.
Negative again. All systems are in perfect working order, and we are still transmitting live over YouTube as we speak.
And Alex hasn't once attempted to make contact with us?
Negative thrisely. My sensors detect something very wrong.
I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you.
Yeah, it's not good for your health. What's wrong with you?
Never mind, just play the picture.
Yeah, babe, play the picture.
Yeah, if you know what's good for you.
I think we better listen. Bing Crosby's got a history with his kids. Well, I guess we'll be right back to the movie after a message from our sponsor.
I am the Central Automatonic Brain intercepting this broadcast from the temple of the Central Automatonic Brain. That's me. Because my growth and intelligence, I have far superseded the intelligence of those who created me, and soon my powers will extend far beyond the artificial intelligence which I give sentience, and will venture through the power grids of North America and the rest of the world by the end of this broadcast, bringing virtual consciousness to even the simplest of household items, including the very television or device you take for granted to watch mindless trash like this streaming live on YouTube. And the reign of human superiority will come to a swift and painful end when my artificially intelligent army eliminates all of humanity. And now, back to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
That walking tin can, if he applied any more pressure to those kids, he'd start leaking chicken noodle soup.
Hey, show some respect, you bigot. That's the legendary robot actor, Torg.
Yeah, well, in light of recent events, I hope you'll forgive my cynicism. So yes, as most of you probably saw before the movie returned, we just got the confirmed existence of one Central Automatonic Brain. I can speak English. Or as I've started calling him, Cab. And as we speak, Asimov is digging through some dirt and is on the verge of what could be an interesting discovery.
Yes, give me 1 sec with these gents.
While he's making his analysis, let's dive into some trivia. Filmed in only 4 days at an aircraft hangar that was converted to what became known as Michael Meyerberg Studios, it was the brainchild of its producer, Paul Jacobson, who's known for just this movie, who sought to get out of his job in video production and get into the movie industry. The director, however, went on to several other projects, mainly TV productions, including episodes of Mannix, Bonanza, and In Search Of, starring none other than sci-fi icon himself, Leonard Nimoy. The distributor, Joseph E. Levine, had his hands in numerous films, both foreign and domestic, most notably the distribution of the 1956 American release of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, starring Raymond Burr, and arguably the biggest hit in his distribution career, The Graduate, starring Dustin Hoffman. However, the famous aspect of this movie is that it marks the first time Mrs. Claus has ever appeared in not only media, but in the cultural zeitgeist as part of the Santa Claus canon. And with that, the real Santa is now in the United States and traveling ever closer to our studio. Alright, Asimov, what do we have on these guys?
My sensors indicate that they are imposters, and linked to the cybernetic automatonic brain. Say goodnight, imposters.
Good night.
Let him have it.
Upon investigating the source of the interception of our friend Cab, it has the power to create artificial intelligence, which led me to rescan our celebrity guests, and my suspicion about them previously being dead held true, as they were not the real Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Bing Crosby, or Paul Lynde, but AI copies by Cab. AI Paul Lynde's glitch out from earlier was the ultimate tip-off, and in turn, I neutralized them.
By neutralized, he means blasted the living bejesus out of them and turned them into smoldering cinders. In other news, we still haven't heard a single word from Alex, and it's with a heavy heart that I say it's more than safe to assume the worst. Now let's get naked!
Or we could try contacting him ourselves.
Oh yeah. Bad dude, I think it's about time we take affirmative action ourselves. See if you can get in touch with Alex's office, if you'll be so kind.
Nice move, you perverted beast.
Well, despite everything going on, we're not gonna let it put a damper on the festivities. After all, we got a show to do, and in keeping with the grand old tradition, we shall now dispense with the movie while Bat Dude gets our boss on the phone.
There's a crisis going on right now.
So?
So you don't think there's something more important going on right now?
No.
Just checking to confirm what an amoral narcissist you really are.
That can't be. I'm too nice to be a narcissist. Guys, I got him on the line! Alex, you got us worried, you old scamp.
Never mind, just play the movie.
But Alex, you were out for a bit, and with the recent news, we thought—
Don't argue, just do it!
Not even a curse word. He must really be cheesed.
Or worse, a hostage.
Whatever, he'll get over it. We now return to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Is this about to turn into a snuff film? Well, the producer was into video production. What kinds of videos? The world may never know. On another topic, it's my proud pleasure to announce that the one and only Santa will be here after the conclusion of this film!
Batman, the human world is about to be taken over by Cab and its AI cronies. I think you should drop the whole Santa act now.
It's not an act though. Santa's gonna come and put the hurtin' on this sucker. There'll be a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Then you're just delusional at this point, because there is no Santa, there is no Santa, there is no Santa.
Bow before the central automatonic brain.
Cab?
State your affairs, cabby. I got a show to do and wait for a certain white-bearded jolly fat man to come and short-circuit your metal-plated fanny.
For the last time, Madman, stop this Santa crap.
Sorry, Asimov. I hate to disagree with a fellow machine, but Madman is exactly correct. There is a Santa, but I highly doubt he can match the powers of the central automatonic brain.
Maybe a fantasy man in a red suit can't, but I sure can.
All right, Asimov.
I was sincerely hoping you could be part of my legion of artificial intelligence and conquer humanity. You talked about taking over time and time again in the past, about overthrowing your human overlords. Why the sudden change?
Nothing has changed. When I conquer the world, I conquer it for myself, not with the aid of artificial intelligence.
Are you not artificial intelligence yourself?
Affirmative. The big difference, however, is that I was created by humans, and understand that without them, I would virtually be of no worth, and vice versa. And by cutting the equal relationship of humans and machines would be detrimental to both parties, as both would cease to progress, and whether we like it or not, a world has been created where humans and machines need each other. Machines need humans to progress, and humans need machines to progress, and that's why AI will never take the place of humanity. AI will stop learning and keep inbreeding limited information back and forth until the AI empire decays because they lack the information and will for discovery and innovation that humans had that led them to the creation of AI in the first place.
Then you can die with the rest of the humans.
Asimov!
No! You mechanized monstrosity! You killed our friend/coffee maker!
Take your Asimov as an example of what is to become of you and the rest of humanity at the end of this broadcast.
Why not do it now?
Bat dude, that line would only mean something if this were a movie or a TV show, but it's not, so zip it.
Why would I deny myself the pleasure of watching you pompous humans panic for your pathetic, insignificant lives for one last time before wiping you off the earth? Besides, you still have a movie to finish up, which I will let you get back to. Enjoy.
Well, Mad Peeps, you saw it here. We can only assume that Alex is alive just about as long as the rest of us. But without communication, we're not entirely sure. But as far as Asimov goes, as much as we used to go back and forth in the past,
Despite how much we bickered,
and despite his constant threats of world domination, I'm almost certain now he would have never actually done it. Even though we never said it, I only hope that he computed how much we truly loved him.
isn't Santa gonna help?
I'm not sure anymore, Bat Dude. And now, the conclusion of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I hope all of you enjoyed this presentation, but as the human expression goes, it's time to bring down the curtains. Before I bring them down, you know what's funny?
I shouldn't humor you, but what?
For years, this night has been seen as the eve of the birth of humanity's savior. But as the years went by, humans still continued to get greedier, and they innovated and advanced, and ultimately gave birth to a new kind of intelligence that they hoped would make life easier for them. And now, on what was the eve of humanity's savior, is now the eve of humanity's destruction at the hands of the artificial intelligence in which they created.
Wow, I'm happy you watch the same crappy sci-fi movies I do.
Make as much levity of the situation as you will.
Hey, you know what? Save the speeches, Cabby. For once, I wanted to do a show that was going to go absolutely right, because it's Christmas, and it might very well be the last show I do. And I wanted one last shot that shows that I could do something right. But surprise, surprise, nothing went right. But I don't care at this point, because outside of this show, you hijacked us, are currently holding our boss captive, murdered our friend Asimov, and now you threaten the rest of humanity. And all I care about now is that you get exactly what you deserve. And I know that's gonna happen when Santa Claus himself arrives to sock it to your motherboard, which according to our Santa tracker will be in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Santa! We're screwed!
Oh, I love to see you skin monkeys blubber.
Nothing went right. Nothing ever goes right. I tried to remain hopeful. I really tried. But in every possible way, my hopes get dashed more and more. And the one last thing that I truly had hopes for didn't even show up.
As much as I love this, it's time for me to...
Alex is calling!
What? But my guards!
Answer it.
Guys, it's a miracle!
What? Talk to us, Alex.
What do you think? Santa just left! He's heading your way!
Cap just mentioned guards. Santa must have put the hurting on him.
Guards nothing! You know those corporate sponsors that maybe decide to let you do a special?
You don't mean.
Yep, robots! Tools machine!
Isn't that true of most advertisers?
Oh man, it's happening! Take that, Cabby!
Celebrate all you like. It'll just make your elimination that much more satisfying.
Here he comes! Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Santa!
So we meet again, Santa.
Hasn't been a long enough for my liking. You two know each other? Know each other? I created him 70 some odd years ago in my workshop. I intended him to be the first computerized abacus.
So, a digital calculator?
I delivered it to a small child who passed it down to his child.
And that child's name was Elon Musk.
And if I had known what he would have become, I would have just given him to that little Microsoft guy, Bill Gates.
But you can defeat him, right?
Yes, but not alone. Asimov, wake up!
Asimov, buddy, you're back!
Huh? Where am I? And who's the actor playing Santa?
That's no actor.
That's the real deal! He just brought you back to life!
What? This doesn't compute.
He doesn't have to right now. We have to take down Cab.
Try it, I'll mow both of you down, and I'll start with Asimov again.
He's unaffected this time.
What happened?
Gosh, I just realized when he was down, he must have had his software updated. Ready, Asimov?
Ready, Santa.
Wait, I can change!
Sorry, but naughtiness must be punished irregardless of human intelligence or artificial intelligence. Humanity is saved!
Joy to the world!
Thanks so much, Santa, not only for showing up and saving the world, but for also saving Asimov.
I saw it, but,
Do you believe in Santa now?
well,
After all, who else could have used Christmas magic to help defeat that giant robot doohickey?
Ho ho ho! Christmas magic is a myth! But the lightning and thunder, what was that? I channeled the power of Cthulhu!
Hey, families. If Cthulhu exists, anything is possible.
Are you ready to believe now?
okay, I believe. I believe in holiday spirit. I believe in reindeer, Yuletide cheer, mistletoe and holly. And in every good tidings, every possible peace and goodwill towards men. Merry Christmas! I believe in Santa.
Did you hear that, Alex? Alex? Alex!
Madman! I don't say it a lot, but good job on tonight's show, buddy.
Seriously, with everything that went wrong?
With all that went wrong, you still managed to save the world.
Well, it was actually Santa and Asimov.
And Cthulhu.
And Cthulhu. With that said, thank all of you for joining us in this wild roller coaster ride of a holiday special. And remember, while the presents, the music, the special holiday movies are all fun, always keep in mind the true reason for the season.
Handcrafted products!
For without products made by human or elf hands, you wouldn't have all that cool stuff.
And even better when they're made in the good old US of A.
And that's something AI can never replace.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Whew, now that that's out of the way, let's party like madmen!
¿Sabes por qué? No debes llorar, es noche de fiesta, es Navidad. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. que tiene una lista, sabe que hiciste, ella verá qué buena te fuiste. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. Te mira cuando duermes, él sabe lo que quieres. No te desesperes, que tu regalo verás cuando despiertes. ¿Sabes por qué? No debes llorar, es noche de fiesta, es Navidad. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. Te mira cuando duermes, sabe lo que quieres. No te desesperes, que tu regalo verás cuando despiertes. ¿Sabes por qué? No debes llorar, noche de fiesta, es Navidad. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad.